Well, hello Sagittarius, and welcome to this little corner of the internet that is Wild Fox Alchemy. If we haven't met before, my name is Maria Guyan, and I'm an intuitive business success coach and a tarot card reader, and I'm here to do your business and finance reading for the month of October 2021. For whatever reason, I was drawn to pull a card from the Wildwood Tarot as a kind of overarching energy, I think, for the month for you. Haven't been called to do this for any other sign so far, but you know, what the hey. And you've got the Two of Vessels there, attraction. This is a card about partnership and union. It's about harmony and seeing eye to eye with other people. Now, it could be that you need to bring a partner into your business. It could be that you need to share more about your business with your romantic partner, the person you sleep with at night. I'm not sure which. We'll see how the rest of this reading goes, but it just feels like there's something really to do with collaboration and partnership here this month for you, Sagittarius. So, the top row is your money reading. The bottom row is your general business reading. Quite often they will intertwine, and I'll not get the full story until I uncover all the cards. So, with that being said, I hope you're comfy. Hope you're in a good comfy chair, got a cup of tea. Let's chat about October. We start with Elephant Spirit there for your money reading there. Learn from the past. This could be that you've made some mistakes in the past, Sagittarius, with your finances. Maybe you've not made a very good budget. Maybe you haven't budgeted at all. Maybe you haven't had a business plan. Maybe you've had a large influx of money over the last few months and you've spent it. And Elephant Spirit is here to say, you know what happens with business sometimes, it's a bit feast or famine. Don't go spending all your cash. Hold some back just in case you need it. Where you need to focus your energy is the Six of Acorns, success and triumph. Fabulous. This is about power, enthusiasm, confidence, you being a leader, maybe a bit of public recognition. Now, that's all very good for your pocketbook. Your strengths, the Nine of Crystals, security and abundance. A great card for you for your money reading. This card represents self-sufficiency, comfort, luxury. This is going to be a really good month for you by the looks of this, Sagittarius. Financially, it looks really, really good. Possible blocks, the Magician, willpower and creation. Spirit's just said to me that this month could feel almost too good to be true. And that could be a block for you, that you have the ability to create and manifest anything you want, but you're going to block it a little bit because this all feels just a little bit too good to be true. Spirit has directed me back to this Elephant Spirit with Learn from the Past, and he's saying that the things that I just talked about, the possibility of you having a good income one month and then it sinking the next, Spirit has a message for you about the past and says look to the past, because even though it may have felt like your income has been up and down, you've always been okay. You've always been okay. This success that you're having, financial success that you're having, is as a result of your hard work. You've been doing a lot to get this far. I'm also being told here that although this is a reading for the month of October, that the energies of this are going to resonate till the end of the year for you, which is also interesting to me. And the outcome is the Shaman, divine wisdom and spiritual power. This can be about teaching, about your values, about your principles. So your general business reading is take a break. This is from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. This is a good reminder. I've been reading a book by Grant Cardone. I say reading, I haven't. I've been listening to it on Audible. And the book is Be Obsessed or Be Average. And I read a wide variety of books and listen to a wide variety of books. And I learn so much from them. But this guy talks about being obsessed the whole time, to the point where he doesn't take any sort of breaks. He says he doesn't need long holidays, that his business is his life, he enjoys it that much, that he's fine just pushing through. He doesn't want to take long breaks because that actually gets in the way of his success. Now, I feel that's a very masculine attitude towards success and abundance. I think as women we tend to feel like we do want balance. He said work-life balance is just a load of rubbish and that we shouldn't really be looking to attain that. But I think that personally for me, I mean, I'd love to know your comments on this, whether you think that you should be totally obsessed with your business to the point that you don't ever take a break, that you love your business so much and that you're so obsessed with success and prosperity that, you know, the idea of taking a holiday is just ridiculous to you. If that's you, let me know. I'd love to know your take on it. But my particular take on it is that I want to succeed, I want to prosper, because I want to be able to do fun things with my family. I want to be able to take them on holiday. I want to be able to take them places. I want to buy this beautiful house that I'm looking at because I want security for them. And yes, I am a bit of an obsessive, and I am kind of obsessed really with my business. I love my business, and it can be quite difficult to tear me away from it at times. But sometimes we need a break. Rebecca is reminding us there that it's a life's work, not a season, that we can't always keep the pace. When we first start a business or at busy periods of time in our businesses, we are all in. We're in there, both feet, sweating and toiling and getting things out. But there comes a time when we have to look at this as a long haul. We've got years ahead of us, touch wood, to keep building things, to keep creating things. It doesn't all have to be done now. You can schedule time off. You can have a day a week off, 2 days a week off, 3 days a week off, however long you need off. You don't need to be on a constant treadmill. That is, for me, a journey into burnout. Now, Mr. Cardone suggested that he doesn't really suffer from burnout, that he only suffered from burnout when other people told him he was burning out. And that's fine. I mean, I'm not dissing this guy because I actually am really enjoying his book. I'm not a hater, I'm not a critic, I'm not a naysayer for him, but he is different than I am. He's cut from a very different cloth. And there are some great things in this audiobook that I will definitely implement, but my feelings, having experienced burnout, and, you know, I wasn't told I was burning out, it just happened, that it is real for me and that I shouldn't be in here. It's not healthy for me. It might be healthy for him, and good on him, rock on with his bad self, but it's not healthy for me to be constantly working 24/7. It's just not me. So I don't think it's you either, Sagittarius, and this is a reminder to just get off the treadmill. It could be linked to this learn from the past. Have you worked yourself into the ground before and then struggled? Is that it? Let me know. I'd love to know. Where you need to focus your energy in your business this month is recovery and transformation. Now, I'm finding this quite interesting because it's starting to feel, for me, in this general business section, that you have been working your butt off, Sag, haven't you? Because these are reminders about taking a break. The Ten of Feathers here. This is about you having an ending, coming to the end of a cycle, and then needing some recovery. This can be a card that's about betrayal and painful endings, but I don't think this is about painful endings for you. I think you've come to the end of a cycle of creating something, and it's time now for you to chill out for 5 minutes. When I say 5 minutes, could be a weekend. Your strengths, the Knight of Acorns, action and drive. Okay. Now, Spirit is saying that, you know, your action and drive is a strength. Of course it is. But don't be striving and driving so much that you burn yourself out, Sagittarius. I think this is a little bit of a warning. You are driven. You are superb. You are so full of energy, enthusiasm and passion that you just want to crack on and just be on the go all the time. You make people feel good. You feel good when you're moving forward like that. But just be wary. Let's see what the obstacles are. The obstacles. Page of Acorns. This is personal development, free-spirited nature. Your discovery, a desire for discovery and an enthusiasm for what you do. Again, I feel like the personal discovery and personal development side of this is the blockage here. I think you are spending so much time working that you're not taking time for yourself to do the things that keep you sane. For me, when I start my day, and I start at about 5 a.m. because that's when I work best, I read a chapter out of a business book, or I listen to a chapter of an audio book, such as this Grant Cardone one that I've been listening to recently. I meditate. Sometimes I use a guided meditation because I struggle to concentrate. My mind sometimes is hard to quiet, so I tend to use a guided meditation so that I've got words to focus on rather than just trying to empty my head, which feels impossible at times. Now, it could be that for you, you need a similar way of being. You need a similar routine that nourishes you. You know, it could be that you get up and you have a 20-minute walk before you start. It could be that you need to jump in the shower and just wash away all your cares before you start. These are all things that you can incorporate into a routine. Don't be too quick to set aside your own self-care. Meditation, the showering, the exercise, the eating a healthy breakfast, all that sort of stuff, it's all self-care. And I wonder if that's what this is about, if you're blocking that in order to get everything else that you need to do done. Your outcome is the Four of Crystals, but it's in reverse, interestingly. This is about being in control, budgeting, feeling secure, being organised, feeling like you've got some power going on. The outcome there leads me to believe that you feel out of control. And that could be because of the amount of work that you've been doing. I don't feel like this is the outcome if you follow the energy of the cards particularly. I think this is the outcome if you carry on the way that you're going. That you will feel out of control and you may feel insecure, as if you're not doing so well. I'm going to look at this reading now as a whole. We've got the Elephant Spirit saying you need to learn from the past when it comes to your money and your finances. Are you a feast and famine kind of girl? Or are you somebody that actually has quite a regular income but has experienced feast and famine in the past, and now you're feeling insecure, you're worried, you're thinking, well, everything's going great for me so far, but what if I hit one of those famine months? What if that happens? Yeah, Spirit is saying you feel out of control with that maybe that is what has happened to you in the past, and that makes you feel out of control. You've got this Six of Acorns, which is where you need to focus your energy, which is on getting yourself out there, on demonstrating your confidence in what you do as a business. And that will boost your bank balance. The more people know about you, the more recognition you get, then clearly, you know, the more people are going to buy and you're going to benefit from that. But I'm going to clarify this one, I think. What have we got? We've got the Ace of Cups there. And the Ace of Cups is about a new way of being creative. It's about new things, new relationship. And this is tied, I think, to this Two of Vessels, this attraction. I think there's somebody coming in that's going to be of use to you. It could be that you hire somebody that's of use to you. It's a new relationship with somebody, and it is tied with this. You're either going to attract a new giant client that's going to bring you some money in, or you're attracting somebody into your business that is going to help you push it forward towards this success and triumph. But I'm being brought back to this learn from the past. Be careful. Be careful what you do. Number one, I've learned of people where they've put all their eggs in one basket with one giant client. That one giant client has let them down and they've lost their business. At the same time, I'm being told to warn you about members of staff that may not be all they seem, and they may not lead to your success and triumph. Be careful. Just be careful. We've got these strengths here, the Nine of Crystals, the security and abundance. And I've got the Two of Wands there. This is about insight and focus and you planning what is coming next, getting out of your comfort zone and getting on with things. Now, growth starts at the end of your comfort zone there, Sagittarius, so I feel like that makes a lot of sense, that you're going to start looking at doing some things that are different than what has gone before. Now, again, being drawn back to this learn from the past, many of us have fears and limiting beliefs, negative thoughts, self-sabotaging behaviours, and this time we're looking at planning something that comes next, and it could be something that you're a little bit fearful of, something that is not quite in your comfort zone, but you're being told get out of your comfort zone and it will be lucrative. Your obstacle is the Magician, and I still get that feeling that this is you feeling like some of this stuff is too good to be true, that it could be something that is lost. Easy come, easy go is what Spirit just said to me there. Easy come, easy go. Spirit wants to remind you that you are limitless and you can create anything that you want. And you have to have faith that the universe has your back. But you just have these feelings that, you know, that it's too good to be true somewhere. We've got the six of Pentacles there. And this is about generosity and kindness, abundance, accomplishment, being in a position to give to other people. So how does that fit? Let's think. Spirit, give me some guidance here. How does that fit with the Magician being a blockage? Is this what you want to do? You want to give a lot of money away. You want to be generous, but you feel like you can't. You feel like you can't be generous because you're worried. And I keep getting this feast and famine thing back again all the time. Feast and famine, feast and famine. As if there's a feeling that you just, if you give it all away, then you might struggle. You don't want to give it all away because it's led to you. Are you a person, it's coming to me now, are you a person that has in the past put other people before yourself? And when other people have asked you for help, you've given that help, but it's ended up being to your detriment. You've ended up losing out. You've ended up feeling unsupported. You've ended up in an economic crisis because you've helped other people, either giving your time or your money away when you could really ill afford to do that. And so now you've got this doubt. You want to do good things, but you're just panicking. Are you hoarding your money there? I don't know. It's very... I'm being told that the shaman is here to tell you that you know deep inside, this is your divine wisdom speaking. And that you know that if you give, you get. That is the nature of the universe. I'm being told that really your instincts will tell you what the right or wrong thing to do is. And again, this is a message that comes up a lot. Make sure that you are listening to your true intuition and not to your fears. Because sometimes your fears can turn up in disguise, pretending to be your intuition. And really, it's not. You tend to feel fear in a different way than you feel intuition. Intuition comes from your heart, and it also comes from your gut, in the same way that fear can often be in your gut. But it's kind of a different feeling. It's a different feeling. And if you're worrying about something, whether you can give, whether you can be generous because something's happened in the past where you've done that and then you've lost out because of it, Spirit is telling you, look to your divine wisdom now before you do anything. Meditate on it. You don't have to do anything immediately. You can take time. Take time to think about it before you move forward. Okay? And the other thing that Spirit is saying to me is make sure that whatever it is in line with your principles. Don't give to something that intuitively you feel may not be good for you or your business. Now, I decided to clarify that one, and I got the Ace of Pentacles there, which is new financial opportunities coming in and a lot of prosperity. I feel like the finance side of this reading honestly is telling you that no matter what you have experienced in the past, prosperity is here for you. There's a lot of prosperity here. You don't need to worry about generosity because prosperity is here. You're going to have more than enough. But just bear this warning of learning from the past in mind. If you've done something previously that has worked, fantastic, do it again. If you've done something previously that's not been so great, then don't do it. Simple as. Simple as. But I do feel like there could be somebody coming in that is going to either be a big client and bring you more abundance, or is going to be somebody that can help you move your business forward one way or the other. So we get to this take a break, which I think makes complete sense, to be honest, that, you know, you've been working very hard. I feel like you've worked very, very hard, and your ships are coming in now. I feel like, you know, you're really getting somewhere. Things are starting to work. You've got this slight panic that things are too good to be true, and maybe you're on that treadmill thinking, if I give up now, it's all going to go away, it's all going to stop. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. You can do this. You can carry on. To clarify the Ten of Feathers, which, as I said, it's about shedding a skin. It's about recovery and transformation. This is definitely one where I do feel like you need to take some time to recover. And to clarify that, I've got the Death card, which is about change, endings, letting go, transformation. It actually is very similar energy to this Ten of Feathers. You need to just take some time out, without a doubt here. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that you need to make some changes to your schedule. That you need to take time and schedule time in for recreation, for rejuvenating, for replenishing yourself, for some self-care. You need to make a change. I've got a feeling there's a lot of overwork being going on here with you. Very, you know, it's I just get that energy of feeling quite overwhelmed with the amount of stuff you've done this last few months. And I do think you need a break. You need a mental, emotional and physical break from it, even if it's just for a couple of days. This Knight of Acorns, your strengths, your action and your drive, your passion, your enthusiasm for your business, it really shines through. We've got the Six of Cups there, cooperation, working well together with somebody else. I do feel very strongly, again drawn back to this Wildwood card, that there's somebody coming in to help you. You're working really well with somebody else, and Spirit has just given me the message that by working with somebody else, it will give you the opportunity to take this time for rest and recovery. That way, your business keeps moving. It keeps on moving. It could be that all you need is somebody to monitor your customer service, to answer your emails for a couple of days. It could be that you decide you want to take a break from social media and you want a social media manager to just handle it all for a few days. Whatever it is, I feel like there's somebody that you need to come in that's going to help you move this business forward. There's just such a lot of energy around that here. And it is going to be a change for you. But you need to not worry, because I feel like there's a little bit of worry still about whether you're prosperous enough to afford this, to afford to do this. But Spirit says you are. Spirit says you are. Your possible obstacles, we're back to this Page of Acorns, and I'm going to clarify him. Discovery and enthusiasm. This, I do feel like he's popping up to tell you that you need to take care of your personal development, and you are blocking it. You are stopping yourself. The pages tend to be very much about new beginnings and initiations, or they can be messengers and inspiration to start a new project. And I think your new project should be that you should start taking better care of yourself, but you aren't paying attention to that. I think you're blocking it. And I have here the Three of Cups to clarify, the Three of Pentacles, sorry, goodness me, what is wrong with me today? The Three of Pentacles here. And again, this is about collaboration, it's about productivity, it's about growth, skills, learning and planning. But I feel like it's to do with bringing other people in to help your business grow. There's somebody out there that can help you. There's somebody that you need to collaborate with. And you may have been blocking it due to something that's happened in the past, or because you think you can't afford it. Maybe you've hired somebody in the past and you had to let them go because you just ran out of money. That's happened to me before, years ago. You know, I hit a rough patch. I'd got staff member and I had to let them go. It was the hardest conversation I've ever had, saying to them, I'm really sorry, but I just can't keep you on. It's just too much. you know, but maybe that's happened to you in the past and now you're fearful of taking somebody on until you're absolutely 100% sure that you can pay them. But I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think Spirit's telling you it's time to bring them in because they will help you make the money to pay them. Does that make sense? Sometimes that, I'll go back to the Grant Cardone thing. This guy made a really good point about how many companies are busy focusing on what they can cut to increase their profits. So they look at staff members and they go, if I cut some staff members, it'll increase my profits. If I cut some services, some overheads, it will increase my profits. And he said they're focusing on getting smaller instead of getting larger. Now, your vision for your business may not be that you want a multinational company with thousands of employees and offices all over the world. But at the same time, if you know that you're experiencing a bottleneck where you know that a lot of things would get done a lot faster if you brought help in, then, you know, it's time to look at bringing somebody in, isn't it? Focus on expansion rather than shrinking. Okay, so that is real good advice, and I really enjoyed that part of his book, I must say. So we then get to this Four of Crystals in reverse, this feeling of being out of control, of not feeling secure. And I think that whole outcome is what has affected every other part of this reading. But I've got the Knight of Cups there. He's here to say, expect the unexpected, be spontaneous, be creative. I wonder if he's a representative of the person that is coming in actually to you. Somebody that is very, very charming, very connected to their feelings. Somebody that is going to bring some good stuff in for you actually and will help you feel more secure rather than less. I've also, oops, that's floating about. I've also got the Lover's card there, which is about you making a choice now. But it's also about connection. Trusting in things, making the right decisions. I think this is all about you making a decision now as to whether it's time to expand into getting some help on board so that you can relax for a little bit and replenish yourself without missing out on money. Because quite often when if it's just you, I mean, this may not resonate for everybody. There'll be some of you out there that have got bigger businesses that are way more than just you. But if it's just you, and I understand this, being a solopreneur for a long time, that you're responsible for all the silly jobs, all the tasks, and when you stop working, you stop getting money in. Because you're not there to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. Bringing somebody else in means that they can work, so you don't have to. And then finally we've got the Knight of Pentacles there. He's talking again about planning, about routine, about enduring. Here's a card that is about not taking any risks. And I'm drawn back again to this learn from the past. Maybe you've taken a risk on hiring staff too soon before and it didn't work for you. I did say I was finally going to do that card, but I'm drawn to draw another one. We've got the Nine of Swords there, which is you worrying about what's going to happen. Really sort of getting your knickers in a twist about whether you can pay people. But this is a card that talks about the light before the dawn. That, you know, it's about self-empowerment actually, and that by feeling strong and feeling powerful, you can move forward. This message is definitely telling you not to doubt yourself, because this is the final card. That's the Sun there for you, Sagittarius. And I feel like this is if you've got worries about hiring staff because of bad experiences, there are lots of different ways to get people in. You could hire an intern. You could hire an apprentice. You could hire a VA on an hourly basis rather than a monthly basis or a full-time basis. VAs these days, they're so flexible. They have other clients, therefore they're happy to do just a couple of hours a week or an hour a day. Because they have other clients to fill in the gaps. They're not relying on you for their dinner. They've got plenty to do, thank you very much. So don't be afraid of this. Don't be afraid of making the decision to bring somebody in that will allow you a break. Even, as I said, if it's only somebody to monitor your emails. and your customer service. Let somebody else deal with it and decide whether it's an emergency or not. And you go and rest and rejuvenate. Go on holiday, or just have a home retreat even. But turn everything off. Turn your business off for a couple of days and rest and recover. The other thing that I find is when I do that sort of stuff, I find I get loads of ideas. My creativity starts up and I get loads of ideas, and it does me the world of good. I had a day off yesterday and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. We went out to a neighbouring village, we had a couple of drinks, we went out for dinner, we had a wander around the countryside, around my favourite place, and it was fabulous. And I came home just feeling so refreshed and ready to go, ready to start again this morning. And I feel like that's what you need. You need a time for transformation and recovery. But in order to not miss out on business, in order to not miss out on money, you need to be looking very closely at whether or not you need to bring somebody in who can keep that business ticking over while you take a breath. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe and share this reading with anybody that you feel might benefit from it. I love anybody that subscribes, likes, comments. I'm so happy. I'm trying to build a community really around this channel of empowered, powerful businesswomen who support each other and, you know, really want to change things on this planet for the better. So I do love it when you interact. I answer any comments, any questions, anything that you'd like to know. Please just do ask me and I will do my best to respond. So I'm going to go now. I hope this helps you with any decisions that you need to make. And I will see you again soon, Sagittarius. Have a great month with love and magic always. This is Maria Guyan signing out.